In the figure shown, AB equal to 9, BC equal to 3, and D is 3 times as far from A as from C. Okay, what is CD? Let CDB be X. Okay, it is given that AD is 3 times CD. So we know that AD is 9 plus 3 plus X, which is equal to 3 times X. So simplifying this, we get X equal to 6. That means CD equal to 6. Which is option A is the answer. Okay, this question, if n is a positive integer, which of the following is always odd? So 4 options are given, so we need to find out in this which is always odd. Okay, this information we need to keep in mind while solving this question. Okay, let us take the first option. In this, if n is even, then 19n is even and 19n plus 6 is even. So this option cannot be possible. So second option, 20n square plus 6. If n is here also, if n is either even or odd, 20n square plus 6 is always even, and this 20n square plus 6 is always even. So this also not possible. The third option, 19n square plus 5. Here if n is odd, we know that 19n square is odd and 19n square plus 5 is even. So it's also not possible. Let us check the last one. Okay, if n is either even or odd, okay, 20n is always even because this is 20 times n, and 20n plus 5 is always odd. So this is the correct option. Option D is the correct answer. Okay, which of the following is an example of a function whose graph in the xy plane has no x-intercepts? Okay, here there are 4 functions are given. We need to find which of the following, the graph of which of the following functions has no x-intercepts. So we know x-intercepts, or it's also called zeros, are the x-coordinates of the points at which the graph of the function intersects x-axis. I have drawn a graph representing all these 4 functions. Let us take one by one. Okay, we know this function, it's a quadratic function, but it has got intersecting point. So this is not the one. So option B is not the one. Let us take this GS, polynomial GX, which is the function GX, which has got, this is a cubic polynomial which has got a real 0, one real 0. So this also not possible. This is a linear function, hx is a linear function which also has got a x-intercept. Now take this option C, a quadratic function with no real zeros. So it will be look like this because this not never intercept the x-axis. So this is the correct option. Okay, here a wheel is shown with a mark on its rim. The wheel is rolling on the ground at a constant speed along a straight line. And a graph is given. We need to find this graph is for which of the options given. Okay, let us take one by one. The speed at which the wheel is rolling. So we know it's given that it's a constant speed. So the graph should be a straight line. So it's not the correct one. The distance of the wheel from its starting point. We know the distance is always increasing. So it should be a straight line with a slope. So this is also not correct. The distance of the mark on the rim from the center of the wheel. So this also not changing from the distance the mark from the center is not changing. So this also not correct. Here the distance of the mark on the rim from the ground. So that you can see it's changing, right? When it's rolling, the distance of the mark from the ground is changing. It's a sinusoidal wave. So this is the correct option. Okay, which of the following is equivalent to 9 to the power of 3 over 4? Four options are given. Okay, to answer this question, we should know the law of indices or law of exponents. Okay, let us take one by one. The first one, cube root of 9, it can be written as 9 to the power of 1 over 3. We know that it is not equal to 9 to the power of 3 over 4. So this is wrong. The second one, square root of 9, we can be represented as 9 to the power of half, and which is also not equal to 9 to the power of 3 over 4. So this is also not correct. Square root of 3, when it represented in the power of 9, it can be represented as 9 to the power of 1 over 4, which also not equal to 9 to the power of 3 over 4. Also wrong. And the last one, 3 root 3, which is we can represent it as 9 to the power of 3 over 4. So option D is the right answer. Okay, here a function is given, f of x equal to 2 to the power of x plus 1. Which of the following is the graph of y equal to minus of f of x? Okay, let us find y in terms of f of x. Okay, it will be minus of 2 to the power of x plus 1. And we know y-intercept is obtained by substituting x equal to 0 in the equation. So if you substitute x here, we will get 0 minus 2 is the y-intercept. Let us see from the graph which one has got 0 minus 2. So here it is 0 plus 2. Here it is 0 minus 1. Here it is minus 2. 0 minus 2. And here it is 0 minus 1. So option C is the correct. This already these two both graph f of x and y, it is shown here. So here this y-intercept should be 0 minus 2. So option C is the right answer. Okay, in this equation, from the following equations, which is the perpendicular to the graph of the given equation? Okay, we know that if two lines are perpendicular, then the product of their slopes is -1. Okay, so we have to find the slope of the given equation. So rewrite the equation. So y equal to 2 over 3x plus 2. So we know that 2 over 3 is the slope of the given equation. So its perpendicular, slope of its perpendicular is -3 over 2. Okay, let us find each option. Which one has got the slope -3 over 2? Okay, the option A, its slope is -2 over 3, which is not correct. So option B, the slope is -3 over 4, which also not correct. Option C, it is -3 over 2, which is the correct one. Let us check the last one also. Here the slope is -1 over 3, which is not correct. So the option C is the right answer. Okay, here two sets are given. Set R, it has got elements from -5 to -8, which -5 and 8 are not included. Similarly, set S has got elements from 3 to 10. That was 3 and 10 are not included. So we need to find the intersection of these two sets. So options are given. Let us draw these two sets on a number line. Okay, here you can see the set R is from -5 to 8. Both -5 and 8 are not included. So the red line shows the set R. Similarly, set S is from 3 to 10, which 3 and 10 are not included. So the blue line represents the set S. So let us find the intersection of both. So the green line is the intersection set T. Okay, so that means from 3 to 8, where 3 and 8 are not included. So it's option B. Okay, in this question, an equation is given a minus b over a equal to c. And if a is negative and b is positive, which of the following is true? Okay, let us write the equation in terms of c. Okay, and it is given since b is positive and a is negative, b by a is always negative. So we can rewrite as c equal to 1 minus a negative number, which is c equal to 1 plus a positive number. So this c should be always greater than 1. So option B. Okay, this question is on angles of a triangle. Okay, angle Q is given, and measure of P is P degree, and it's also given PQ is longer than PR. The side PQ is longer than PR. So we need to find which of the inequalities, given inequalities, is true. Okay, let us draw a diagram with the given information. Okay, and it is given that PQ is greater than PR. So the angle R is greater than 50, because we know that the angle opposite to longer side is greater. So angle R is greater than 50. And also we know that P plus R, if you add this two angle, it is 180 minus 50, which is equal to 130 degree. So angle R is between 50 and 30. Angle R is between 50 and 30. Therefore, P is between 0 and 80. So option B. Okay, here A is an acute angle and sine A is given x over 5. We need to find tan A. In a right triangle, we know what is sine A is the opposite side over hypotenuse. So it is AB over AC, and it is given that it is sine A is x over 5. So AB equal to x and AC equal to 5. Okay, so BC, from Pythagoras theorem, we know that BC is square root of 20, this square minus x square. So now tan A, what is tan A now? Opposite side by adjacent side. That means x over square root of 25 minus x square, which is option B. Okay, here the graph of a linear function f is shown, and it is given that the graph of another linear function g is 4 times the slope of graph of f. And if the graph of g passes through the point 0 minus 4, what is the value of g of 9? Okay, here let us find the slope, and we know that slope of the graph of a line is rise over run and is calculated y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So let us find any 2 points and find the slope of this function f. So its rise is 1, then run is 2. So 1 over 2 is the slope of the function f, and it is given the slope of function g is 4 times the slope of graph of f. So slope of g is 2, and y-intercept of function g is minus 4, because it's given that it is 0 minus 4 means its y-intercept is minus 4. So we can get the function as y, because we know that it's a standard equation of a line is y equal to mx so plus c. So we can find the equation of the function g is 2x, so slope is 2x minus 4, and y-intercept is minus 4. Now we substitute, instead of x substitute 9, because we want to find the value of g9. So it is 14. Option C is the answer. Okay, in this question, a point 25 lies on the graph of the function f, and function is given with k, where k is a constant. We need to find the value of k. Okay, since point 25 lies on the graph of fx, we just substitute the value of x and y here. K is 9. So, and it is shown in the graph here. You can see here the point 25 is on the graph, and this is the graph of function f of x. So option A. Okay, here a set with the numbers are given. We need to find how many numbers in this set satisfy the condition absolute value of x minus 5 is less than 11. Okay, we know absolute value. How to find the absolute value? It can be written as x minus 5 less than 11 and x minus 5 greater than minus 11. Okay, so from the first one we know that x is less than 16, and the second one x is greater than minus 6. So the numbers are, so x is less than 16 means all these numbers. Okay, and x is greater than minus 6 means it's from here. Okay, so the intersection of these two set means minus 5, 0, 10. So that means there are 3 numbers in the set. So option C. Okay, in this question we need to find the value of x. First join AO. So this two side AO equal to OC, because these are the two radii of the same circle. So since these two sides are equal, this angle CAO is also equal to 20 degree. And we know that OB also is a radius, so they are also equal. So since these two sides are equal, then this angle BAO is 30 degree. So adding these two, so BAC or angle BAC equal to 50 degree. Okay, and we know the angle subtended by an arc at the center is twice the angle subtended by it at any point on the remaining part of the circle. So angle x should be double twice the angle inscribed. So this is 50, so x equal to 100 degree, which is option C. Okay, this question also related to circle. Here angle ABE is given 30 degree, and we need to find the measure of angle ACE, this angle. Okay, here since this angles, angle EOD or angle DOB or angle DEB are not given, so it's not possible to find angle ACE, because without this information, it's suppose this angle is given, we can find at least these two angles and then find this angle, but since these are not given, it's difficult, so cannot determine from the information given. So option D. Okay, here an equation of a circle is given. You need to find the coordinates of the center of the circle. Okay, we know standard equation of a circle is x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equal to r square, where hk are the coordinates of the center and r is the radius. Okay, let us make this equation in the form of standard equation. Okay, in order to do that, we need to do the completing the square method. Okay, so here 100 is added to make this as a perfect square, and here 64 is added to make this as a perfect square. Okay, so we can rewrite this as x plus 10 whole square plus y plus 8 whole square equal to 144. So we know that it is h is minus 10, y is minus 8, and r radius is 12. So the coordinate of the center is minus 10 minus 8, which is option B. It is shown in the graph also here. So this is the center of the circle, which is minus 10 minus 8. Okay, here volume of a right circular cylinder is given. We need to find the volume of another right circular cylinder with twice the radius and half the height of cylinder A. Okay, so we know that volume of a right circular cylinder is pi r square h, where r is the base radius and h the height. So here this is the cylinder A, and similarly, so it is the base radius is twice that of A and height is half of that of A. Okay, so let us find the volume of the cylinder B, which here r is 2r and height is h over 2. So simplifying this, we get 2 pi r square h. So, and the volume of the cylinder A is given 22, so it will be 44, which is option C. Okay, here an equation is given and we need to find one possible solution, and given that x is greater than 0. So let us work on this equation. It can be rewritten as, just expand it and take the common here. Now x is the common factor, and this can be written as x square whole square minus 5x square plus 4, which is a quadratic equation. So we need to find the factors of plus 4 such that their sum is minus 5. So which are the numbers minus 1 and minus 4. So it can be rewritten as x square minus 1 times x square minus 4. So this shows that, and it can be even factorized as x times x plus 1 times x minus 1. This also you can factorize it again. So we can see now the factors are, or values of x are x equal to 0, minus 1 or plus 1, minus 2 or plus 2. Since x is given as greater than 0, so possible solution to the equation are either 1 or 2. You can write either 1 or 2. Okay, this question is on proportion. X varies inversely as y squared, and x and y are given. We need to find x when y equal to 10. Okay, we know that when x is inversely proportion, it can be written as k over y square, where k is a constant. And it is given that x equal to 20 when y equal to 3. So substituting these values, we can find the value of k, which is equal to 180. So it's asking when y equal to 10, what is x? So substitute the value of y to get x, which is 1.8. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel